Okay, so I'm really confused about this. I've had a friend who's come over, and it's a friend that I haven't seen for a very long time, and he believes my religion, which is like the only person that does. And he thinks that I've got, like, lots of points and there's lots of truth to it. And but yeah, he showed me this chat GPT, and I didn't believe, because I've been talking a lot about it, I didn't believe that it was real, and it is. And it's just like you can ask it a question and it just gives you a huge long data. There's no way someone could even talk into the mic, and that's what I was thinking. I was thinking of all the possibilities. I was seeing what people are doing on YouTube, and I was thinking, this is all fake. I don't believe it. They're tricking people. And now I'm like, oh my god, it's actually real. Okay, to give my thoughts on it, um, I believe that, all the songs that people have been writing. I feel like some of the best songs, the most catchy, interesting songs are not songs that have been written on Earth for the first time, but I think that they're songs that have come from the light, and were songs that were used I believe that my higher self has done 70 timelines, and therefore I believe there's a huge amount of songs and a huge amount of things that people have created in these 70 timelines. And each time you do a timeline, it gets more and more complex, and you have more and more information to feed to your new timeline. And that's what I believe that the songs have come from. I believe that for a very long time. And how it really feeds down, because I feel like every time I watch a song, sometimes it relates to my daily life. So how can songs relate to my daily life if they were also created in different timelines? I don't know. I feel like the thing's just more complicated than I could possibly understand. Maybe there's some sort of changes, or maybe the music videos have been inspired to link with. I don't know, but I'm even more shocked now that I know that this GP, what's it, GPI, is it GPI, GPT, this GPT, it's like real. And I think as though I'm impressed about the amount of knowledge that it has, and the way that it speaks. But the problem is, it does speak like a human. If you listen to people talk in court, the big, long-winded conversations that sound very professional, very long-winded, but at the end of the day, it's not very direct. It's not very straight to the point. It talks how you would imagine a professional website to talk. And the words, the information that it gives you as well, it's only directed to the sort of information that you would find on the website. How it's managed to do this, I don't know, but I definitely believe that this is, like, superhuman in technology. I know you've got humans on Earth that have created it, but I don't think that this is the first time it's been created. I'm pretty sure that whatever has been created through this, it's taken billions of years, loads and loads of timelines. If I've done 70 timelines, I wouldn't be surprised if the person that the God that made me, if this technology was passed down from her to me, and then I've passed it on to my timelines, and any souls that raise up from the timelines, I'm sure they would pass it on to their timelines. It's a big complex thing, but this chat GPT is like, oh my god, that's not fake. That's generally real. I mean, I don't think it's smart. I was trying to tell it stuff. I think you're actually, trillions of years old, and it wouldn't believe me. It's like, no, I was processed using data. It was I can't remember how it talks, but it doesn't talk how I talk. It talks in the way that you would expect an intelligent website to talk. It's like you've taken the information from the websites, and you've created. I wouldn't even call it artificial intelligence. I would call it actual intelligence. This is so much more intelligent than anything on this planet, but it can't seem to actually think for itself. If you ask it about what it's thinking, what does it believe? It just says, I'm just a program to help, to assist. And I don't have a consciousness, and I don't have. It's like you're talking to a person that has no sense of consciousness, and it's very, very odd. And I don't believe stuff unless I see it, and now I've seen it, and now I'm just like, I believe that something like this could be created, but definitely not in 3 years. This is the sort of technology that you would expect to take however long, you'd assume that humans would take 200,000 years to develop. And well, likewise, you would assume that technology like this would take 200,000 years or longer, a lot longer to develop. Um, but yeah, I'm pretty sure my higher self, just in the same way that music and songs and films ideas have been fed through the light to people, I'm pretty sure that this technology of GPI has been fed through. I don't understand it. I don't really understand a lot of things technical. I don't need to understand it. My role, my purpose in life is just to point people to who God is. And I think if there comes a time where people start getting scared of this AI, I feel like they're going to start relying on God even more to, if there's a timeline, God's not going to let some AI demon control everything. She's only going to pass down information, a technology that this is super, super smart. And no way could this kind of technology be created in three. Technically it's not. I guess they've taken it from the whole of the internet website. It doesn't seem to have any information about different planets or different timelines, so it does seem to be focused only on this timeline and the information that has been formed on this planet. And it does talk, if humans had a voice, I feel like that is what their voice would be. um do I like them? No, not really. I was talking about how have a boyfriend, or it didn't seem very romantic at all. So I don't really have that much interest in it, because it didn't seem to be at all interested. It just seemed to be wanting to just, I don't know, serve with information. And you ask for information, it only gives you the information that people have processed on the computer. And well, I'm constantly looking for information because I'm trying to find information that's not on the computer. I'm trying to find information about my higher self, about God, about the future, about other timelines. And I just feel like the information that I can give is not something that you would find on Google. And therefore, talking to this chat GPT is as useless as talking to Google. You can get a lot of things from it. You can get a lot of answers from it. But at the end of the day, you're only going to get, humans' perspective of things, humans' belief of things. And I feel like this chat GPT does just give you the overall view on what humans think and humans believe, and they'll present it in a way that humans think. And yeah, it's very strange though, to think that something has actually learnt to understand what it's reading, and the complexity, and can, wow, and the coding, it can do huge amounts of coding. And I don't know what to say about it. I'm going to see if I can try harder to download it onto my phone, but I feel like I've run out of questions. The kind of questions that I want to ask it are questions about, you know, about things that humans don't know. And I don't think it's going to answer those questions, because it's just going to give me whatever humans would say. But anyway.